First of all, Gary, after the Dover game we had Michael Higdon injury. Any news on that?
Yeah, it was something that he felt in the game previously, but like I said, we just done light training on the Thursday and Friday, and which he felt okay, and then he just felt a little bit more aggravated on the Saturday morning of the warm-up, but you know, we decided to give it a go, and like I said, we've made the decision that he's had to come off at half time, and we're just going to give him a little bit more time this week, hopefully see how he recovers in the next few days.
So it's too early to say whether he'd have a chance?
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's not trained today. He's just had treatment the last few days, and you know, we'll just see how he is over the next few days.
Any other players with knocks?
Yeah, you've got the usual one or two. We've got a couple of little knocks and niggles, which I'm sure most clubs have at this time of the year. But you know, we're hopeful going into Saturday that again that we can have a full fit squad.
Is this a squad that can adapt quickly from one playing system or formation to another if you either choose to or you're forced to make a change?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think, like I said, I think a lot gets made of systems and you know how you're setting up and how you're defending, and I think what we ask of the players and dependent on the players, you know, we just ask them to fill roles, and you know, they all have roles and responsibilities in the game, and I think that works. You know, we've played systems where we've played 4-4-2, and it's exactly the same out of possession as what it is in possession. You know, the same can be said as 4-5-1 or 4-2-3-1 if you like, and you know, it's we sort of it's only lightly tweaking with things which we feel will benefit us going into that particular game.
Yeah. You have quite a lot of senior players had a run out this week, didn't they, at Chester? That's the strength of that lineup suggests you've got a lot of players clamoring to get in the first team.
Yeah, there is. You know, one of the things I've said to the lads is I want good competition for places going into the last few games of the season, and you know, you can see certainly I thought it was evident the performance from everyone there on Monday night. We were really pleased. You know, I think it's easy to sulk and hide behind excuses when you're not playing in the first team, but I don't think that was the case. You know, Chester came here with a strong side, and it was a real good workout for both sets of players, and you know, one that we're pleased with, certainly the attitude of all the players on show.
Have you got players sort of knocking on your door then saying, it's my, give me a chance, boss?
Yeah, definitely. I think the players want to play, and you want to see that. You want to see them showing the desire to want to play, and that's pleasing. You know, it's just telling them that, you know, giving them the right answers, and you know, just reminding them they've got to keep applying themselves in the right manner. And like it's been proven all season, an opportunity arises, and it's certainly been proved this season where people have took that chance and grasped it with two hands.
Hogan, was that his first game or his second game since he's?
It's his second game since he's come back from injury. So he's another one chomping at the bit, and feels good, and he's ready to go.
Big round of matches tonight. Will you be keeping an eye on them?
Yeah, but I know I keep saying it. It's not just I think this is we're in the running now, and we've got 8 games left. We've got 5 real big home games coming up now, and we need our support 100% behind us now, and it's hopefully a real big chapter in this club's history, and it's like I said, if we can get all our supporters behind us through thick and thin, something else I've said, I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns between now and the end of the season for all the clubs, but like I said, if we can just get our support behind us for them, certainly them last 5 home games, and give us everything they've got.
So that's like a big issue for you, getting unconditional support through those last 5.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think you've seen this season. It's a lot of teams make it awkward for you. At times it's not pretty. Certainly a lot of times we feel we don't always get fair in the decisions against us. But through all that, against all that, we're confident going into every game that we can pick up the right amount of wins and points, and hopefully achieve getting into the playoffs, and hopefully achieve our goal of getting promotion. In
an ideal world, is a big crowd as a help, isn't it? In an ideal world,
definitely, yeah. I think it's a real positive thing for the club. We're playing for something at the end of the season. Hopefully something successful, and then certainly our home games are going to be massive for us. And if we can get our support behind us, the best of our support what we've had this season, if we can get that for the next 5 games, then it's going to certainly act as a 12th man for us.
You mentioned there about the 12th man. Going to the end of the season, how important is that for Tranmere? Because obviously you're in a precarious place, edge of the playoff positions.
Yeah, like I said, before the season started, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and we've had a lot of ups and downs, and there's been a lot of frustration, a lot of disappointments, but we're still there, we're still in there. I think there's been a lot of good, certainly been a lot of good, and like I said, them last 5 games coming in now at home, I think we can affect it by that support. Even when things aren't going for us, when we hear that support, and I just think it gives the lads that little bit extra, and hopefully sees us over the line.
Is there anticipation in the camp at the minute for what might be next season?
No, I don't think the lads are getting too carried away. I think the lads realise the challenge ahead. We all feel good enough. We know it's difficult, we've got no divine right, which has been proven all season, and it's something that we're looking forward to, and we're looking forward to the challenge. A lot gets made of, they've got so many games, they've got that, but the fixtures are tough on everyone. There's a lot of games for some people, but we've just got to focus on ourselves, and I think if we can get ourselves right, and that's why I speak collectively as a club, supporters, that's why I'm mentioning the supporters now, certainly for our last 5 home games, if we can get here in the numbers and really get behind the lads. I know the lads will be rolling the sleeves up and giving everything they've got. And as a club we want to rally together and give it our real big, our best effort of this final push.
Massive game on Saturday, Forest Green, second at the minute. They've got a lot to push for in their season, but Tranmere have as well. Could that be one of the biggest clashes of the weekend, really? It's
funny, and you keep saying, but every game that we're playing is the biggest game. We've said that the last few weeks, and I'm sure we'll continue to say that. Every game really is important for us, and that's why I'm saying, we don't want to leave any stone unturned. We want to give it our best shot, and we want to use everything to our advantage, because I feel there's enough that goes against us. So we want to use everything to our advantage, and I think everyone who wants this club to do well, we want to rally together, and let's all be part of something that's hopefully successful this season.
With Higdon just struggling for fitness, Norwood 9 yellow cards himself, 1 more, that could be a big blow to the end of the season. Is a striking area something you've got on your mind looking towards the close of the season?
It's like I keep saying, the recruitment side of things, I won't be rushed into nothing, and it's something that we always look to improve. But at the minute we feel we've got good competition for places. Gary Taylor-Fletcher, he probably feels he should be playing at the moment. Johnny Margaret gets another goal last night, so he's banging on the door. So we've got good competition for places, but that's not to say that if something did become available and we felt it was going to improve us, that we wouldn't do that. We want to give ourselves the best chance between now and the end of the season.